Welcome back to the Auto Insider, where you come to find out what's new, what's hot, and what's not in the automotive industry. This week, we're reviewing this 2023 Toyota Crown. This is the new flagship sedan for the brand. Gone is the Avalon, but here we have something that Toyota promises will be an even better fit for your daily lifestyle. The Crown promises to fill that gap of near luxury that the Avalon always brought to the Toyota buyer, while at the same time improving efficiency and making this a more enjoyable vehicle to get in and out of. The Crown is actually the replacement vehicle for the beloved Toyota Avalon. Avalon has always been a favorite of people who wanted luxury, wanted a full-size sedan, but didn't want to pay the premium for one of those luxury vehicles out there. The Crown has picked up where the Avalon left off. It is a full-size sedan, good leg room, good headroom, and great highway presence. Around town, we've been getting 39.7 miles per gallon. On the highway, you're looking at upwards of 40 miles per gallon and 500 miles of range for your road trips. Seats are wide and comfortable. It's not going to be a lot of lateral support for any extreme driving because that's not what it's built for. This panoramic roof adds a lot of light. The seat height gives you a little bit of an elevated feel, easy for ingress and egress, which makes me feel like Toyota was really thinking about us 50 plus people when they were designing and putting this vehicle together. If there were anything about this Crown that I'm not a fan of, it would have to be the thing I talk about most often, is the CVT transmission. I'll give you an example here. We're gonna do a little bit of acceleration. We're at 40 miles an hour. We're just gonna accelerate a little, let you hear. And that noise never goes away on accelerations. That will probably be the only thing that takes away from the luxury feel of this Crown. Toyota is not a luxury car company, and this Crown is not a luxury car. The vehicle that this Crown replaces, the Avalon, has always served as that near luxury vehicle for people who just didn't want to pay the price for the sister company, the Lexus. That was the way that you got the luxury feel, all the comfort and convenience, and the ride quality without paying the price. The infotainment system is designed by Toyota engineers. So all the technology here that powers the infotainment system, the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, the navigation, all those things were thought up and put together by engineers at Toyota. There's only one knob here, and that's for volume and power. The one knob does both. Everything else, I have to either engage with the touchscreen or control it from the steering wheel. And while I have become accustomed to it, and younger people will probably have no problem adapting to this setup, the idea that this vehicle is probably for a more mature audience makes it a bit of a head scratcher for me why they wouldn't have put more knobs and buttons to control the radio. Considering the Crown, the vehicle that replaces the Avalon, and the Toyota lineup of vehicles, this Crown will find a very small niche of people that will be fans of this vehicle, I expect, just like they were the Avalon. It gives great leg room, headroom. Seats are nice, comfortable, and wide. The ingress and egress is perfect for those of us in the 50 plus category, either falling into a car or jumping out of a car or an SUV. The Avalon covers all that and checks all those boxes for us. But before we sum up our week in this 2023 Toyota Crown, and I give you my is it hot or not, let's hear from someone with a little more discerning taste. While she may not be an automotive enthusiast, she knows what she likes, and quite frankly, she makes the car buying decisions in my house. How does this Crown compare to your electric vehicle? I know it's not electric, but if you were thinking about it and you were gonna make a move with something like this hybrid, in the conversation.
Not a huge fan of a big kind of luxury boaty kind of ride. Well, let me rephrase. I'm fine riding that way. I don't like a car. I don't like to drive a car that way.
So for somebody who's more performance minded like you prefer a vehicle that's...
I like handling over the luxury feel.
So then we can say, then this Crown, if it was Toyota's mission to make it a replacement for the Avalon and be a more affordable, near luxury, then they've succeeded.
Agreed.
And in order for it to make a hot list as a sedan, it's got to be accommodating in that second row as well. Let's check that out. As you can see, it's great leg room here, great headroom, and this panoramic roof adds for a lot of light here in the second row. When you fold this armrest down, you have cup holders here and heated outboard seats for both backseat passengers. The center passenger, well, at least the hump isn't that big. And you have 2 USB-C fast chargers back here. Now with all that space in the second row, 40 plus miles per gallon, and a cruising range of up to 500 miles on a single tank of gas, where do you put all that luggage or golf clubs for that road trip? Toyota did a really slick job of hiding the control to open the trunk right here in this center here. You can take enough luggage for you and 3 of your friends. And I'll bet you can get at least 2 golf bags in here, so you and a buddy. But if you need anything under here, there's not much storage under the floor because you still have a full-size spare tire. We talk a lot about fold-down rear seats. Not a lot of space here for that, but you can pull these, and as you can see here, you have a pass-through. It's not like an SUV, but you are buying a sedan, not a crossover. Now let's get to the heart of this near luxury sedan. It's the power plant. This 2.5 liter 4-cylinder hybrid setup averages us 39.7 miles per gallon around town, which isn't far off from the 42 projected by the EPA. You also have these luxurious accommodations here on the interior. More than enough room and luxury for the discerning taste. Automatic headlights with the auto dimming feature, rain sensing windshield wipers, and then you have this fantastic infotainment system set up by Toyota. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There's extra storage compartments here, so it could double as a family vehicle. The wireless phone charger works better than most vehicles we've tested. Stays right in place there in that holder, and you don't have to worry about it sliding around and stopping the charging process. And Toyota's consideration for convenience didn't stop there. Push button start, you have heated and ventilated seats for both front seat passengers, as well as dual climate controls. Luxury everywhere. So for those of you who are empty nesters and you have the grandkids on occasion, this is a great vehicle for you empty nesters. But the question remains, is this new 2023 Toyota Crown hot or not? While the looks can be a bit polarizing, it takes a little while for it to grow on you. But from some angles, I'm digging it. When you think about all the modern conveniences in here, along with the soft points and the luxury nature of this Toyota Crown, we'd have to say it's a very warm vehicle. It's as close to hot as you can get in these sedans these days. And when you consider all of this, 40 plus miles per gallon, and a starting price at $45,000, this Toyota Crown is in a class all by itself. Be sure to check back next week for more of what's new, what's hot, and what's not when we take a look at its younger brother, the Prius.